All right, so today we're gonna be going from this
to this. That's up next.
Hello everyone, this is Dwayne with Edge of Nowhere Farm, and we're coming to you here on Saturday. It's actually the last day of March, day before Easter today. So we got a couple of projects we got done this morning, but there was one that we actually wanted to share with everybody out there, and that's actually our pig waterers. So we've actually featured them in a couple of videos. We featured them quickly in our pig pen video and our update video. I can link those here. But what we realized is we never actually showed you what we did to make our automatic pig water. So first time around, we couldn't find one of these. Nice big 55-gallon solid construction, made out of plastic still, but a 55-gallon drum. We couldn't find one of these, believe it or not. So what we did is we went down to Home Depot and we bought the first thing that we could find that was similar to this, and that was this trash can. So this is actually what we've been using, and it actually has held up pretty well. For our first round of pigs, we noticed that when they would come, especially when they got bigger, they would really pull on this a lot, and because this is real thin, it gives quite a bit, we actually lost the first bulkhead. It broke with them pulling on it. So replaced that, and then that one promptly broke right at the very end of the process. So we're going to kind of jump ahead of the game, and what we really lucked out with and were blessed with was this. And actually, I want to just give a quick shout out to Gary and Denise. Thank you guys for this. So they gave this to us for free, so we got it free. And from what we understand, the material that was in here was actually in a real thick plastic bag, and you can tell nothing's ever touched the inside of this barrel. It's completely clean. So great way to start, and thank you guys for the barrel. So back to what we're going to do. So what we need to do is we need to remove this bulkhead and also the water. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be drilling a hole in this and essentially just putting this onto this piece. So as far as tools and supplies, so I'm going to start over here. So the bulkhead, we bought a bulkhead on Amazon, didn't have very good luck with it. So we actually just went down to Home Depot. Lori just asked for a bulkhead. Guy walked us over. It was the only one they had, and it fits perfect. So we got this from Home Depot. So the bulkhead itself is what the nipple drinker screws into. And then the nipple drinker. So the nipple drinker we got from Amazon. Came in a 5-pack. I would tell you the information about this, but I don't read. I'm thinking this is Chinese, but I'm not positive. Considering most of the things we have are made in China, I'm guessing that all this writing is Chinese, but in the end, it comes in a 5-pack. They're stainless steel, they work fantastic. They're threaded, so it's got a male thread on the outside, which fits into this bulkhead perfectly. So we'll be using the nipple drinkers. A couple other tools, need to have a pipe wrench. That's for actually tightening the bulkhead on the inside to get a good seal. Some Teflon tape. We're gonna be using the Teflon tape to wrap around the male threading on the nipple drinker, so that it gets a good tight seal in there, and then a drill. And the bit that I have on here, you know, another disclaimer, I am not a handyman in any way, shape, or form. I've had this for years. I don't even remember why I first bought it, but it's a 1 1/4 inch drill bit that drills holes. Outside of that, I really don't know what it's called, but it works great for this purpose. Some gloves as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a time lapse, show you the process that I'm going to use for taking this out and putting this in here. So that's coming up next. Okay, so we're done. So you can see that was pretty simple. Had a couple little snags there with me trying to get the threading in the right direction, because the threading on a bulkhead goes in the opposite direction. So had a little bit of a snag, but other than that, went really well. Also didn't need to replace the nipple drinker itself, so didn't have to use the Teflon tape or a new drinker. It transferred over pretty easy, so no issues there. So really a couple things. Number one, obviously more capacity with this barrel. So we go from I think 30 or 35 gallons to 55 gallons with this one. So that's number one. Number two, we also get a much thicker barrel. So this is a lot heavier duty. So it's not going to bow in as the pigs are actually pulling on that nipple drinker. So we're not going to get that kind of wear and tear on the bulkhead, or at least that's our hope, is that we won't. And then also the lid. So this lid seals down real tight. In fact, one of the things that I realized as I was putting or moving this over is that we needed to put a hole in the back of the barrel, because this is going to actually create some suction. It clamps down real tight, and I didn't want to make sure, or wanted to make sure that we didn't have any suction and have the pigs not able to get water out. So kind of like my thought is, at least, may or may not be true, but my thought is, at least, if you've got like a water bottle and it doesn't have a hole at the top, it won't actually allow air to come through and push the water out. So just want to make sure that we're not going to have any issues with that. So I did put a small hole in the back, but back to the lid. So one of the things that we found with this, with the trash can, is there was a lot of dust and dirt that would still get inside of that, even though we would clamp it down. It wouldn't seal completely, so that the water itself would get dirt, mud, bugs, all kinds of stuff in there, and we were having to empty it out, clean it out, and we really want to avoid that if we can. So that, and of course, capacity. So our 55-gallon drum is going to give us more capacity. We won't have to fill it as often. Water's going to stay clean, so it's kind of a win-win-win, is the hope. So all we're going to do from here on out, or from here, is take the water over to a couple pallets that we have stacked in the pig pen, so we can get this raised up off the ground, so it's about kind of eye level or mouth level for the pigs, and they go to town on this. So that's really it. So thank you for joining us today. I know it's a quick video, a little bit different for us as far as what we normally cover, but we wanted to show this to you. And hey, if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. We love to see those. Love to interact with you guys. So again, questions, comments, we're still rookies at this stuff, so you have some suggestions, hey, we'll take them. So if you could leave those down below, that'd be great. So this has been Dwayne and Lori reminding you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere, so can you. And that's my knee. Oh, she's eating, she's drinking. That's good. She's like, wait, one last drink. Hey, Bacon. Nutcase. Hi, Pancetta. Are you thirsty, sweetheart? Mm-hmm. Let's go. I like that. Give some goose, like you're just laughing.
To this. That's up next.
Hello, everyone. This is Dwayne with that.
Oh, it's going.
Okay, that's good. Let's try it again. So what we did is we went down to Home Depot and we bought one of these. And somebody's... Oh, well, yeah. Talk to myself. It's easier when I'm talking to Lori, who's not behind you right now. And we just had some people show up. It's a do-over. But really hope you enjoyed the video today, and just want to remind you, this is Dwayne and Lori, and if that's not it,